Our next film was...
Which I loved. It was awesome. I picked this movie.
Do you want to introduce it since it's your movie?
The movie's called House of the Devil. It's directed by young up-and-coming director, Ty West. Mm-hmm. He's directed some really...
I know that name sounded familiar. I just couldn't think of what movies he's done. Do you remember?
Sacrament, which I heard sucked. But he's really popular right now. He's like supposedly like a new...
but he's more...
director.
Yeah, like...
like Eli, he's like...
Eli Roth
he's
is who I was thinking,
yeah. Well, anyway, I've heard nothing but good things about this movie. I finally checked it out, and I gotta say, it was pretty damn good. It was really like...
You really enjoyed it.
I really enjoyed it.
It
was a throwback movie.
I'm not a big fan of horror movies, because they scare me. I enjoyed this one, and I would recommend it if you don't like horror movies. Just don't watch the last 5 minutes of it, and you'll be okay.
It did fall. It did.
Because there's nothing scary up until the last 5 minutes of it.
Yeah, to me it got wacky. The end got wacky.
Well, we don't want to give any spoilers out, but I remember we talked about it the other day, and I described it as a wet cardboard box.
Yeah.
It just fell apart.
Yeah. Tom Noonan that played the creepy old guy. Well, I've always liked him. He was in... He
looked real familiar. I just couldn't...
me and Brian were just watching a movie called Manhunter. He was the serial killer. He was a Tooth Fairy.
You know who the big star was to come out of this movie?
Was it Samantha? No, it was...
It was Lena Dunham.
Yeah.
She was the voice of the 911 operator. She's not even in the movie. Her voice is in the movie, and now she's on HBO Girls.
Yeah.
And who would have thought the 911 operator is the breakout star? We haven't even talked about the best part of the movie.
The pizza scene?
The pizza scene did make me want to have pizza really bad. No, the best part was the way it was shot.
Yeah.
That was the best part.
The grainy 1970s shot.
Late 70s, early 80s. And the house itself looked like... Like, I remember when I was a kid, going to people's houses.
Yeah.
Because I was a burglar. And, I'd go around to people's houses, like friends and, like, my parents' friends. Their houses looked like that.
Yeah.
The negatives, the music.
The music
toward the end.
Really
it had cheesy... generic horror movie music. I was thinking, especially and I'm not trying to give any spoilers, that the really scary scenes, if that had no music at all, and it was just, heavy breathing or screaming or something, that would have been so much more intense and scary than
There was one scene that I found really disturbing and it really creeped me out was when
she went to the bathroom and she peed.
Well, no, I got, that was pretty good. I wish it was more of that.
So, House of the Devil, a pretty good movie. If you're looking for a movie that has scares along the way, this is not the movie for you. This movie has no scary parts up until the last 5 minutes.
Well, I think what I consider horror, what creeps me out would be way different from you. The scariest movie I've ever seen.
I understand anticipation.
Jacob's Ladder. It still affects me till this day. And people, I don't know.
Does that have to do with like religion and stuff like that?
That and just losing your mind. And that's way scarier than...
See, I haven't seen the whole thing.
Seeing a ghost drag you out of your bed.
So, I think as far as the movies we picked, once again, I picked Frogs, and Danny picked House of the Devil. I think Danny wins this round, so congratulations, Danny.
Thank you.
So, if you have your choices between Frogs and the House of the Devil, God help you for one. Another thing, pick House of the Devil and never watch Frogs.